Hello and welcome to something new and something different here for the 12 Plays channel. If you watch my main channel, you probably know what's going on. I've decided to make a little bit of a change with this channel. Instead of doing the one regular monthly video where I unbox a subscription box, I'm going to try to do some kind of daily vloggy type stuff. Just to give you guys a little bit of an insight into the behind the scenes, the stuff that I do when I'm not making videos for my channel or for XDA, and just so I can get some stuff off my chest. So I have a bit of a mixed bag today. I've been working from home. As you guys may or may not be aware, I currently work for a company where I'm able to work from home the majority of the time, which is absolutely awesome. Cannot recommend that highly enough. But in addition to doing my daily job, I'm also working on trying to get a visa to go to China. That's something I haven't really talked about yet. It's something I'm not going to go into the reasoning behind yet, but in the next couple of weeks I'm going to be taking a trip to China. This is the first time I've ever gone that far away, and I was completely unaware of the process. So I actually have to fill out a bunch of documentation. I have to provide my physical passport, a copy of the passport photo page, a ridiculous sum of money, which I will get reimbursed for, which is very nice, and mail that all off and then hope that everything goes well so that I can actually be accepted to go to China. That's part of the reason I wanted to start doing this kind of thing, was because I could just pull out the camera at any time and tell you the kind of things that are going on, maybe while I'm on the plane to China, maybe while I'm in China, things like that. And there are some other family things that are coming up over the next few months that I want to share with you guys as well. But for the moment, I've got to get back to filling out this visa application. I've got to go get some headshots made for passport photo stuff. I've got to ship it out UPS overnight, priority, blah blah blah, and pay a ridiculous sum of money for that too. Over here you can see my little battle station where I've been putting together all the documentation stuff. Hopefully I have everything I need at this point. And I've got the little man at home with me today. He's off school for the week and he is watching cartoons.
It's Phineas and Ferb.
It's Phineas and Ferb. And the little man has decided he wants to show you guys a trick. Success? Success. Alrighty, we're up to several hours later. I've actually got to head out and run some errands, more stuff related to this Chinese visa thing. I've got to pick up a money order or cashier's check to pay these people off, and then I've got to get passport photos made. This is definitely a lot more involved process than I expected. Actually, because I forgot to mention it earlier, I am feeling pretty terrible these last few days. I've got a bit of a sinus infection or something. I get it probably 3 times a year. My doctor has been telling me that it's allergies, so I've been on an allergy medicine and it's just not really helping. So I just get to suffer a few times a year and then probably end up on an antibiotic after about a week. Also, I mentioned this over on Google+, but I thought I'd go ahead and say it here just in case you don't follow me over there. A little while back on my main channel, I did a quick video about a car jump starter, but I didn't have the opportunity to actually test it out on a dead battery. Well, last night, when we took my son to soccer practice, it was downpouring the rain, it was absolutely nasty outside, and after practice was over, apparently our headlights had been on pretty much the entire time, and the car battery was dead. So in a bit of unfortunate nature, but actually turned out to be kind of a good thing, I got a chance to test this. This is the cool real car jump starter I reviewed a little while back. And I was actually really surprised how easy it was to use. Basically, you just clamp the 2 things on the battery, plug it into the external jump starter, and then turn the car on. That was it. So I will have links down in the video description to where you can take a look at that video, and a link to where you can find it over on Amazon. I can definitely highly recommend that thing. Saved the day for us. I do have another one from Blitzwolf that I need to test out as well. Hopefully I don't get the opportunity though. And we have success. All of the stuff that I had to do is now done. Got the passport photo taken. It was not particularly flattering, but it's done. Got everything mailed out through UPS. And I should definitely say, none of this would have been possible if it weren't for Google Keep. If you have not used Google Keep before, I definitely recommend taking a look at it. Very easy way to keep track of your notes and everything. I know Evernote can do the same kind of things that Google Keep can do, but for whatever reason, I just tend to prefer it. So I use it for my video making process. I use it for keeping track of lists. And with all this medication that I'm on for my sickness, I was having a hard time figuring out exactly what I needed to do, so my wife said, make a quick list. So I took a couple of minutes and I wrote down the few things that I needed to get done, put it in a checklist in Google Keep. It was immediately synced over to my phone and I was able to just check things off as I did them going around town. Love that. And of course, because it's a useful Google service, it means they'll probably kill it in the next 6 months or so, just like they did with Google Reader. But really, my one concern about this whole process is just my passport. In order to apply for the Chinese visa, I had to mail my original passport off to a company that I'm not familiar with. It's a company that's based out of Washington, D.C., so the worst case scenario, I could actually drive down there. It's like a 6 or 8 hour drive there. I could drive there, knock on their door and say, where's my passport? But I shouldn't have to do that. Apparently, though, the Chinese embassy here in the US has closed it down so that you cannot mail in any applications. You have to go through a third party to do it, or you have to show up in person. And again, I had not planned on going to Washington, D.C. anytime soon to do that, so paying a third party a ridiculous sum of money to do it for me is my only real option. So again, fingers crossed, hopefully I do get my passport back eventually. So again, warp to later in the evening, and the little man and I are actually heading out to get haircuts. This is a big significant event because up to this point, his mommy has cut his hair every single time. Are you excited about that?
Yeah.
Are you gonna let him cut your hair?
Yeah.
Okay, well we'll go ahead and give it a shot then. You gonna do it? Fist bump.
Billy, how you doing, bud?
Fist bump.
From 16 years old.
Just gonna move up here a little bit, bud. Look how long you got. That's a lot of hair, isn't it? You were about to grow a big mullet back here. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't know what a mullet is. Yet.
Yeah.
That's a haircut that's coming back.
So he has had his first haircut and now he's got a faux hawk. What do you think?
Okay.
Okay.
You get a haircut?
He's hiding.
Mommy, let me see.
Come back out.
I bet it looks super handsome. It's not. It's a mohawk.
You had a
That's a
mohawk.
fake mohawk.
A faux hawk, yeah.
And just like that, we've come to the end of the evening. As you can see, my hair is a little bit shorter, a little bit neater, works a little bit better for me. The rest of the family has gone ahead and headed up to bed, so I'm getting a little work done. As you can probably see someone Twitch streaming in the background, I'm multitasking. But I've been working on a script for an XDA video I'm probably gonna try to film tonight. I've got another unboxing I'm about to film, and of course I'm gonna be diving back in trying to do some 3D printing stuff. All in all, definitely not a bad day. Nice way to wrap up the work week. If I decide to continue doing this, you may see some more videos out of me tomorrow. Little one has a baseball game, that should provide some excellent footage, and who knows where we'll go from there. But that's gonna be about all for me for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do decide to watch this, leave a thumbs up down below the video if this is the kind of video that you like, if you'd like to continue seeing these. Something just banged on my window. And I will see you again next time.